I am starting to get sleepy, but I can't go to sleep yet knowing that there is another round to watch in this qualifier. I believe it's 10 rounds total, so I'm almost done, but it's okay. We're going to post them throughout the week, so we're going to see Mitsurugi Yummy on top versus, oh god. I know I do this all the time, but Fiendsmith, Radiant Typhoon, come on, dude. At the very least, the deck has a real bridge into Fiendsmith. Not vice versa, I'll mind you, but Radiant Typhoon can make the rank 3 Jin, which is a light fiend, and that can bridge into Fiendsmith. So we'll go over and hopefully see it. Here we see, I believe, Crosea. And this is going to allow him to add a Radiant Typhoon monster. So let's go over these properly. So this is now going to add the Swen. So it looks like on field we actually have Eldam. Eldam, summon, Swen grab the... I believe that was the Typhoon Chant. And now there's the Jin that I, showed you or told you about. And that goes into Requiem. Requiem, wow, he is playing super sloppily. Goes into the La Crema. Crema going to go ahead and dump the Engraver. Now he's going to go ahead and equip in order to fuse into the Necro equip. From here, he's going to now Engraver, send back the Jin, and Thomas is going to discard the Bell. Does Bell actually discard for its effect? Yeah, it does. So he is going to be able to draw. Awesome. So from here, we're going to see him draw a card from the top, which was really well played. And he still has an Engraver. He still has La Crema and what's it called? A Requiem, there we go, in the graveyard for follow-up. So I believe Chant was utilized to add this is the other level 3 here. This is the Meghala. Meghala I guess does nothing. And so now he's going to use the Typhoon Vision to search for an MST. There we go. This could be relevant, especially considering in the matchup for Mitsurugi Yummy, you can hit the field spell whenever they try to, special summon from the graveyard, right? So, pretty good. And now this will go ahead and have the Crosea be special summoned. Cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects while your opponent controls no spell and traps. If a quick play spell card is activated, you can special summon the card from the hand, which, the Typhoon searched the MST, so it is able to be special summoned. And if it's special summoned, you can add a Radiant Typhoon card except for itself, and or a Mystical Space Typhoon, which he's able to add both here, which adds the Phonics, I believe. Phonics, oh, he has a lovely QCR. Let's see... Target up to 2 cards your opponent controls. So if Mystical Space Typhoon is activated, we'll discard in the graveyard special. Okay, I don't know how he got the trap card. Maybe he had both, or maybe he already had one in hand. And oh my god, he sets 5 cards in the back row and then passes. Okay, let's see what Thomas is able to do, if anything. So we're going to see the Mandate be activated, just, to have it face up. It says once per turn you can target 3 quick play spells in your graveyard, including a Radiant Typhoon card, in order to apply the following effects in sequence, which is shuffle them to the deck, draw a card, or make all wind monsters you control gain 300 attack and defense this turn. It also allows MST to negate. Yeah, you heard that right. So, we're going to see Habakiri activate the effect from Thomas's side, and that does not get responded to. So, Thomas is going to summon Saji and then tribute the Saji here, which is going to allow him to grab the Ritual or any Mitsurugi spell if he already has a Ritual card in hand. This is kind of intimidating, right? Because, you don't know what Luke has set in his spell and trap zones, but it could be pretty scary to go against, knowing that any one of those cards could be well, we know one for sure is a MST, but I don't know what else he could possibly have in the back row. Maybe Imperms, maybe impulses, or not impulse, it'd probably be, what's that one card called? Purge, there we go. However, we do see the ritual be activated. MST is going to chain to it as Chainlink 2, which is going to negate it now with the Radiant Typhoon effect as Chainlink 3. So now we're going to see prayers be activated. If Thomas knew how the mandate could have been used, he could have chained the prayers immediately so that when the MST activates, they could go ahead and prevent the negate from happening. But mandate, is he trying to activate it again? No, I don't think he can, because it is once per chain. So okay, I don't know why he activated the other MST here, but we'll just let it, unless he decided, oh, I wanted to respond instead, in which case this second MST was used to try to negate the ritual again. Okay, no, that makes a lot more sense than what I thought. Fair enough. So looks like they reversed the game state a little bit to where prayers was actually Chainlink 3, Chainlink 4 MST, Radiant Typhoon, Chainlink 5 to negate the ritual still. So okay, not too bad. We are now going to see Thomas activate the Cupsy upon normal summoning it, and here's the beauty about this is that 3 cards were essentially used in Luke's field to try to stop one Mitsurugi ritual. So we are not going to see him have multiple interruptions. Now this is going to be a little bit less. And now we're going to see the Snatchy being link summoned, placing the minion onto the field. So I think there is another card in... Oh, Super Poly. Okay, well, that is going to resolve, summoning out the Garura. And because he discarded a card, Necroquip is going to allow him to draw a card. And I don't think that Thomas has anything else, so we might see him scoop it up right away. I was going to say that Phonic should be a interruption as well. Oh, but we do see Yummy Surprise be activated to special summon back. Of course, he did, after all, special summon the normal summon the Cupsy. And now he's going to MST, pop the field spell. Oh, wait, Radiant Typhoon Mandate doesn't have to be the target. Oh, dude, Mandate can target any face-up card. It doesn't have to be the one that MST targeted, and that is game. Oh my god, amazing. We will be back in game number 2. Okay, so that was wonderful. As you can see there, Luke was able to go ahead and actually win that superbly. He had 3 MST set. Who would have thought? But now we're going to see Thomas start on his game number 2 here, which is going to be a normal summon Cookie, link into the Snatchy, and now he's going to go ahead and place the minion field spell. Really thick deck of cards here, but now we see immediately Luke drop the Meows. Or maybe it was in response to the minion here. So Meows is going to be really strong in this matchup. Not only do the Yummies effect activate to special summon themselves back from the graveyard, but so do the Mitsurugi monsters. So now Thomas has to really think hard about how far he really wants to go in order to set up his end board under the Meows. In normal circumstances, I would say the deck plays around the Meows pretty well. If it decides to go for a minimalist combo, but when you add Mitsurugis into the mix, you really want to, how do I put it? You want to summon from the grave multiple times so that you can set up your full end field, and now you're kind of locking yourself out of an engine. So let's see how he decides to play this out. So now he's going to special summon the Cupsy and use this effect. And I always see players still do this. They still don't link summon the Cupsy away to make the Snatchy so that they can dodge Imperm. But I guess that's just not a real card anymore. I mean, when you're going against Draco Tail a lot, you're probably not going to see it often, right? So I guess that's why. But it still irks me whenever I see it happen. But oh well. Now we're going to go ahead and see him activate Habakiri, which summons Saji, tribute Saji, and now Saji is going to go ahead and add the ritual. One lovely thing though that Ritual can do at this time is at the very least set up Murakumo, right? He doesn't have to summon monsters from the graveyard with the Mitsurugi effects. After all, especially with the rituals, if they are not properly summoned, they can't even summon themselves back, but they can, when tributed, add a Mitsurugi card. So this will allow him to grab the Great Purification, and we also saw Solemn Judgment in Thomas's hand, so that is going to be 2 forms of interruptions. The Murakumo is going to be a 3rd form of interruption, along with a 4th form of interruption with the Negate, and then Cupsy could be a form of interruption. He could also instead link summon the Cupsy here, but instead what he's going to do is activate the Surprise to special summon the Marshmallow effect to add back the Yummy Surprise. Does Luke have any responses? I just see a bunch of spells, but instead we're going to see the Crocea activate its effect to special summon itself. Remember, if a quick play spell is activated, you can special summon it, except during the damage step. And he is going to discard Radiant Typhoon Manifestation in order to resolve the effect and not have it be discarded, or negated rather. On summon, it can add a Radiant Typhoon card and add it from the deck to his hand. So this can also add MST. So it looks like he's thinking on what to add. MST is for sure going to be a copy, and this is going to also add the Radiant Typhoon chant. You know what? The more I see Radiant Typhoon be played, the more I actually want to play it myself. Maybe in the future I'll pick up the entire core and try to have some fun with it, because now I'm intrigued. Okay. From here, Thomas is going to go ahead and Synchro Summon into the Sorrow Cat and now make a Herald. So this is the 5th piece of interruption. He also has Droll in hand, and now he's going to go ahead and set 3 cards, one of them being Surprise, and passes. Okay, so Luke is having to essentially deal with a Field Blow Up, Judgment Negate, Purification Negate, Herald Negate, Surprise Summon back the, let's say, Cupsy to get a Cookie Pop plus Cookie Book of Moon for the Synchro or what have you. And here we're going to see Yummy Surprise be activated. So this will go ahead and allow him to special summon back this Cupsy. So he played around the meows very well. I'll give him that right here. And now he's going to have Crocea on Luke's field switch attack positions in order to attack over the Herald. Crocea is really big actually. It's 2200 attack points. 100 more and he would have been able to attack over the Cupsy, but this will not happen. Instead, what he's going to do is allow the attack to go through and then add the Mitsurugi Mirror off of the effect of the Herald. Now from here, that's one problem gone. Now we're going to see MST target a back row on Thomas's field, and will he respond? He's going to respond with the Great Purification. Okay, so the Solemn Judgment will be protected, and now in the new chain, he can go ahead and activate Murakumo Chainlink 1 unless Luke has any triggers of his own. And no, he has no trigger. So Chainlink 1, Murakumo. Chainlink 2, Vision. Which effect for Vision will he utilize? We'll find out. But Cupsy will be chained in response as Chainlink 3 to special summon back 2 yummy monsters from the graveyard, being Snatchy and the Marshmallow. So now he's going to use the effect to draw 2 and discard a quick play spell, and he does reveal in his hand currently a Super Poly, which is actually going to be a really good board breaker here, because this can remove the Snatchy and the Marshmallow so that he can Super Poly, right? So this is going to be really good for him. And he decides to discard, what's it called? The Meghala, I believe. And now from here, Murakumo is going to add, I believe it was prayers, and then summon itself out. And then we're going to see, what's it? Okay, so this is going to be the Varum. This one can special summon itself from the hand if a quick play spell was activated. Now the Murakumo can either destroy or negate the effects. So we'll see what Thomas decides to do. Okay, he's gonna activate Droll here. I don't know if he did Murakumo 2 and then Droll 3. But we are going to see Chant activate its effect to add a MST or a Radiant Typhoon level 4 or lower. So Thomas is reading the effect here. I wonder what the big boy does. Let's see. You can special something when your opponent activates a monster effect and you have MST in your graveyard. You can negate that. Oh, that's wonderful. It's a monster negate. Okay, awesome. So I guess we'll see how things transpire right now, as I am curious to see how Luke is going to continue playing. So, looks like he's going to resolve the effect of Murakumo by discarding the monster he was going to special summon. Then resolve the Radiant Typhoon, Chant, to add the Swen. Then Murakumo resolves to blow up the field. Droll resolves, obviously, and Marshmallow resolves. No, Chainlink 1 Snatchy, it looks like, is going to place the Croaky. Wouldn't this be Chainlink 2? Whatever. There was a lot that went on there, so it was kind of hard to keep up. So now from here on resolution, we're going to see Super Poly activate its effect. What is he going to discard for cost? And is this even going to matter at this point in time? Probably not. MST is going to be discarded, fusioning off the Snatchy plus the Marshmallow to make Aurora. And quite frankly, I just don't see Luke winning here, but we'll see what ends up happening. He hasn't normal summoned yet, so he can always make an SP Little Knight, but now Thomas is looking through his deck. Ah, that's right, a Croaky. A Croaky is going to allow him to special summon the Lollipo, and now he can shuffle back a card in Luke's graveyard. So I guess he's just weighing out his options. I guess if I'm him, maybe it's an MST. I don't think any of the Radiant Typhoon monsters are relevant, but looks like he's going to go ahead and return the Varum back to the deck. I don't think he can special summon these cards, right? Let me read them. Oh, looks like he can, because they have a Mystical Space Typhoon in the graveyard. And on the Link summon of the Requiem, we're going to see Solemn Judgment, which is going to end the turn here for Luke. So that is game. We will be back in game 3. I'm excited to see this game end, not only because I get to see the end result of this, but also because I'm about to go to sleep. So we'll go ahead and see DD Crow with Thomas's hand to start, but in here we're going to see Luke start his turn with a special summon of Swen. Because the opponent controls no spell and trap cards, obviously right now, he gets to go ahead and special summon it from the hand, and then on summon add a Radiant Typhoon spell or trap or an MST from the deck to the hand. And that is going to add him the Radiant Typhoon Vision. Are we going to see a Droll and Lockbird from Thomas's end? It looks like the answer is no. So from here, we're going to see, Fiendsmith track be activated. But here's the wonderful thing about DD Crow is that unlike the Bestials, you do not need to have your opponent control a monster to use it. However, in this case, it's kind of irrelevant because, wait, he decided not to use Crow? Oh, wow. Okay, interesting. Maybe he's going to use the Crow later, maybe to banish the Requiem. I would have banished the, well, I guess it doesn't really matter whether or not you Crow there, right? Because he can always get through the engine with Jin. Yeah, I guess that's right. Okay. Well, we're going to see the Fiendsmith Requiem actually equip itself to it. Really? Is he going to use the crow on the engraver? Because that just sounds wrong. Here we see Necroquip Princess be summoned, and now we're going to see the engraver put back the Larry. Why would you do this? You're going to give the opponent a draw, because DD Crow discards for its effect. That is interesting. Okay. I'm not really sure why he did all of that. Oh well. We're going to see Luke draw a card from the top, and now from here, he's going to go ahead and special summon a monster, it looks like. Nope, instead he's going to activate the chant. This is going to add either a level 4 lower Radiant Typhoon monster or an MST. And that is going to add him the Eldam. So he's going to now be able to special summon that monster, but instead of doing so, he's going to link summon into what? SP Little Knight. Really? What is the game plan here? I guess we'll find out. Eldam is special summon. If it's special summon, it can add a Radiant Typhoon monster or an MST, but instead he is going to add the Crosea. Okay. From here, we're going to see the Typhoon Vision be activated, which is going to allow him to draw 2 and either discard a Quick Play or a Radiant Typhoon card. And that is going to discard the Crosea. From here, okay, he has another one. Crosea special summon itself out, and then Crosea effect to add a Radiant Typhoon card and an MST. So we'll go ahead and see what he adds. It could be the Phonics. Let's see. This is going to add MST, obviously, and Radiant Typhoon Mandate. So this one is the Omni Negate for face-up cards. Now from here, we're going to see him set 3, 4, oh my god, 5 cards yet again. And let's see if he gets evenly matched. Not that it would matter, I guess, but we'll see. So here we're going to see him immediately flip up the Mandate. And wow, they are shaking their legs hard as hell because you can see the table just wobbling. And now we're going to see Imperm on SP Little Knight. Okay, sure. I don't think this matters that much. Like, yeah, SP is an interruption, a very good one, but I think it's kind of mid here. Not gonna lie. But it looks like SP will be utilized, targeting the Eldam and itself to banish itself until the end of the turn. And because the Requiem and the La Crema are still in the graveyard, I believe he also has another interruption, which will be the Fiendsmith in Paradise. So we'll see if we get to see that be active. So we do see another Imperm in Thomas's hand. He decides not to utilize it, but we're going to see an Engage be activated here, which is going to add a copy of the Hornet Drones. And now Hornet Drones activate its effect. We're going to see MST be activated, targeting the Hornet Drones, and with no responses, the Mandate will negate the Hornet Drones. And nothing else on resolution. From here, Lollipo is going to be normal summon, and Lollipo effect will go ahead and attempt to use this effect to send something back. And instead of allowing that to go through, we're going to see Mandate activate its effect to shuffle 3 cards back, which is the MST and the 2 Radiant Typhoon spells, to allow Luke to draw a card. Okay, not bad. Maybe this could draw into a hand trap. And then from here, he's going to let the Lollipo go to the graveyard to be link summoned into the Snatchy. I say that as if he was the one controlling the monster, but disregard what I just said. From here, Snatchy will be link summoned, which is going to place the minion field spell, probably, maybe even a Croaky actually. Now we do know that Luke plays Super Poly, so the Croaky could have come through, but it looks like we're going to see the minion be placed instead. From here, minion actually gets to resolve, and now from here he's going to activate Super Poly, discarding the Harpy's Featherstorm to fusion summon into the Garura. Yeah, I don't know, man. This deck keeps looking cooler and cooler the more I like look into it. But here, Thomas does go ahead and set a card. We're going to see the La Crema now activate in the end of the main phase to special summon out the Requiem. And then La Crema summon off the Requiem effect in the main phase to dump the last copy. No, this is not Master Duel. To drop a copy of the Engraver. And he might MST end phase. Yep, he is. And then negate the minion. Sure, random, but might as well, I guess. And now he draws for turn. So he has all the follow-up in the world to go ahead and win. So let's see what he does. So Requiem, special summon itself. Link off into Engraver. Put back Requiem. Summon. Link off into Requiem. Requiem. Does he have no more targets? Oh my god, okay. Oh yeah, no, he was also supposed to get the monsters back for Little Knight, so... Oh yeah, the whole game state actually just changes from here, because that means he could have summoned the Engraver, but yeah, it doesn't matter. Game state fixed, warning applied, and now he attacks for game. So congratulations to Luke for winning with one of the more fun decks that I actually seen so far. So hopefully I get to see more of that deck running through in the UK Open. And if you guys enjoy that, please give me a like, sub up, and let me know what you think in the comments down below about that deck. I think I'm going to try it out very soon. Thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful day and stay safe.